Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. Normally I'll go on some little rant at the beginning, but my rant today is basically going to be about my channel's getting whacked by copyright claims. It happens to be in the videos where I'm pointing out my conspiracy of VAR and how it's trying to usher in the Super League. I'm going to have to do a whole separate video about it because it's getting weird. So I've got to be very careful about the goals I'm playing now as well, because they're trying to claim just about everything. So I'm going to be doing a lot more talking and a lot less sort of playing of the video, if that makes sense. And it's kind of hard because in this game, Liverpool were just trying to score. I think they were just going for goal of the season from everyone. So normally I'll do a bit of a breakdown, but when they're just clear, pure strikes on goal, it's pretty hard to do a technical analysis of how poorly they're defending when the guy just gets the ball and smashes it into the net box, which this guy does right here. Let's have a look at this Trent Alexander-Arnold goal, which apparently they're trying to give it as an own goal because it touches the keeper, bounces off his back and goes in, which is ridiculous if they give this as an own goal, because this is a worldie. Off this little man goes, whap, and puts it into the top corner. Yeah, quality strike by the Trent. But let's get on to the next goal, because maybe we can talk about something on that one. Okay, so here we are. We've got Fulham on the attack, and they do this weird thing at Liverpool where they try to put Trent in midfield instead of out on the right. And so normally this doesn't happen. I'm sort of led to believe anyway that he doesn't drop in to be the centre-back. They have something else. I don't know exactly how their system's working. It's kind of hokey if you ask me. But in this case, they've got one centre-back's going out and their right-back is filling in. Perfect. If that's happening if I'm coaching and my right-back's out of position and my centre-back gets pulled out of position, then my right-back fills in for the centre-back. That's fantastic. But there is a problem that ends up happening because of this, and I'll show you that as we move forward. Got two people out here completely unmarked as we move forward. So yeah, we're not too worried, because we've got even though we'd want our right back here and our centre back there, they've switched as long as they do the job. So even though they're stood in the right place, as long as they do the job correctly, it doesn't really matter. You can already see what they're trying to do. Trying to overload here and play the ball down the side here. Now, if they play this ball down here, let me just make this perfectly clear. The right back doesn't go chasing. This guy should, as the centre midfielder. He's the one that is responsible to go and do that. I know it sounds weird, but that's exactly how it's supposed to be played. Okay? Because the right back is waiting there for the ball. He's trying to stay in with his line. The centre midfielder is allowed to go. And the right back's trying to clear up the ball if it comes back. Okay? So let's watch this as it goes on. Bosh. As we go through, you can see it moving forward. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of stopping because of the copyright claims I'm currently getting. Do you see now all of a sudden the right back's going over here for this instead of the centre back? He hasn't read it. But also, here we've got our little protagonist of the whole game, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who scored a goal, but he's at fault for this goal here as well. This guy is going to drift in front of him, and he's not going to pay any attention to it whatsoever. Okay, watch. Oh, actually, there's another thing I'm going to point out as well, because I'm going to come back to this. This guy here, can you see where his shoulders are and where he's facing? You can see the numbers on his shirt. Look, this guy here, most overrated centre-back in the Premier League, Virgil van Dijk, his body shape is absolutely perfect. He is correct. He's facing this way, his shoulders are there. This guy is facing this way, and his shoulders are there, and he's completely and utterly wrong. And it's going to come on to the goal that he's at fault for later. You can see his body position is completely wrong. He needs to be turned facing this way, shoulders square here, and he backs up backwards so we can see the player and the ball. He's not doing any of that. But let's get back onto this little play here as it moves forward. Ball comes in, ping, and it's in the net box. You can see how far Trent is away from him. Not close enough, but there's something else that happens. I'm going to show you from another angle, because even though Trent's not close enough for this keeper is absolutely rubbish. Let me show you what. Yeah, we want Trent to be closer, but when this touch is made, you can see the keeper here is on the front post. He should do so much better. It just goes straight between his legs. Absolutely embarrassing in the Premier League if you're getting beaten at the near post and you get nutmegged. That's pretty poor. I think Liverpool's main goalkeeper's injured at the moment. Not sure how long he's out for, but I tell you, if this wee man keeps playing in goal, they're gonna have some problems. Let's get on to the next goal. So here we go. Next goal, Bosh got a little bit of a header, doesn't really go to where it wants to go, and it starts to have a little bit of a bounce. Now, what I was saying a bit earlier about I think they're going for the record of trying to see how many goals of the season contenders they can put in for their little club all in one game, because this goal here is fantastic. I don't think this guy's ever going to hit a goal, as good as this ever again. It's absolutely brilliant. But you can also see how much space he's got. He can sit there as the ball's bouncing. because they've been pushed so far back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a line, the midfielder hasn't really got out and helped. You can see this little pocket of space here. Let me just make sure you can see exactly what I'm seeing. This pocket of space is here where there's no Fulham players at all. That means they're just a little bit slow getting out, and it enables this to happen as he just whaps it into the top corner. Top bins, fantastic strike. You're not saving that with 3 goalkeepers. It's just not happening. That was a great strike. But don't worry, Liverpool's goalkeeper's going to mess it up on the other end again. So, let's get on to that goal. This is the only real angle I want to show you. It's from a corner. The ball comes in. Number 7 here flicks it on. There's not much point of showing you that. So as the ball gets flicked on there, this guy here gets it and just pokes it past the keeper. Near post again. Let's just watch it. Dumph. Little poke, keeps completely wrong-footed, hits him, bundles over, and it goes inside the net box. Terrible goalkeeping again. But I think Liverpool are going to be in real problems if they keep this young man in goal for it might just be a one-off game, but I can't see it. You're not making that many mistakes at your front post, 2 in 1 game. Yeah, let's get on to the next goal. Here we go now with Fulham, with Williams on the ball. This is where the run is coming through, but watch how lackadaisical Liverpool are following this run. Look, watch this. In the ball comes. They're so slow to get out to this guy and really sort of do anything with him. But remember that left back I was showing you earlier, and his body shape is wrong. Here's the guy again. But I'm going to show you from another angle of how he gets beaten on this goal, because it's not very good at all. It's all down to the same problem that he's had in the same, in the last goal. It's just body shape isn't right when he's setting himself to defend. And you can see the knock-on effect. When you've done it wrong once, you can do it wrong again. And all of a sudden, you do it wrong and they score a goal because your body shape's wrong. And I'll show you that right now. As this goes forward, he chips up to the back post and he does him. Right, and I'm going to show you the other angle so you can see his body shape of exactly what I'm talking about. Right, you can see he's facing his own goal. Bosh, he should be facing away from his goal, but he's not. It's the same body shape. He's done exactly the same thing wrong again. His shoulders, and he's facing down this way towards his own goal. So we can't head the ball away from the goal. The only place you can head it is towards the goal, right? So what he needs to do is get back earlier, have his back facing his own goal, and then he can head the ball away. This guy can just run it, get a free run at him, climb on his back and head the ball into the goal. Watch, here we go, dosh, straight down, in it goes, because his body shape is wrong. This Liverpool's defender's body shape is completely and utterly wrong. Like, I don't know how he's getting away with it. Like, honestly, you're a Premier League football player. If I'm spotting that on your first attack and why they're going to end up scoring a goal on you, I'm sure they know, but they don't seem to adjust or make any sort of change whatsoever. You want to face away from your goal. You have to get there early. So you have to have your back. And if you have to run backwards, you run backwards. You don't run facing your own goal because you're always going to kick the ball in your own goal. Terrible defending. Let's get on to the next goal. This is a little bit too easy from Fulham. Look, they're not close enough for this little knockdown. And here's the interesting thing, right? You're a player here, and this is a guy called Mo Salah who scores a lot of goals. At some point, you might think you might want to mark him or be close to him, but they're just not. Look how much time they give him. Push. When he receives the ball, then it's like, oh my God, action, now we all go. Now he's got the ball. You can mark him before he's got the ball to make it harder him to receive the ball, and they don't seem to be worried about too much about that. But also, watch this next part as well. This is called panic stations. When someone like Mo Salah's got the ball, they've obviously had a bit of a chat about it from their manager. Right, we're going to have flooding with 2 players at least around him, blah, blah, blah. We've got our little tactics. And watch what ends up happening when they do this. They all start panicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players start converging, and they all start, you can just throw a little loop around half their team in one spot. And what ends up happening is opens up this massive gap here because they all panic and they all start running around Mo Salah. Well, yeah, which is understandable, but you've got to be aware that you're going to open up a space somewhere else, and they do. And this is, I don't know who this guy is, but he comes in and he smacks it into the top bin as well. Another great strike. Dosh, in it goes, right into the net box. Let's get on to the last goal. So this is one of those occasions where, as a defending team, if you're under this sort of pressure, just kick it out for a corner, get yourselves reset, get your composure ready. Because, again, I was explaining about that other guy where he was facing his own goal because he wasn't set right. Look at how many Fulham players are facing their own goal right now. That means none of them are able to defend. Oh, there's me boomering it up with my little zoom in thing. I still don't know how it works. But, right, as we move this forward, though, you'll see, right, all of a sudden, you just want to knock this ball out if you're Fulham. Everyone's all over the place. You don't know where anybody is. Your keeper's on the wrong side of the goal. Everything is going on. Get the ball out as much as you can. Bosh has a little flick. Another area. another area that I always talk about is the D. You've got to have a player stood here defending. You don't get involved running back here, because if you want to score goals or defend against goals, stand in this D here and you will get goals, or you will defend goals, depending if you're attacking or defending, obviously, because this is the middle of the field. This is where the ball breaks. And I want you to notice what Trent does as well, right? He telegraphs his shot and it looks like with his shoulders he's going there, and he doesn't. He goes down there. Let's have a little watch as he puts this in. Do you see how his shoulders and his hips turn? Do you see that? Where his shoulders are? It looks like he's going that way, but he turns his hips and he puts it into that far corner. Sorry, into that bottom corner there. Bosh. Well done. And he wins his team the game. Well, sorry about the quality of the video is going to be a little bit different until I can figure out how to beat these copyright strikes. And yeah, but I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.